What do we have in store for our audience tonight?
Oh, God.
Tell us.
We have
Tell us what we have.
Reflections of Evil.
Reflections of Evil.
Yes. I sat down to watch this movie, and wow. You know, I went through lots of stages of anger. Like, at first, I was angry that I was sitting watching it, and I started putting blame on people and things.
Did you blame me? I'm sure my name came up a couple times.
First, I blamed you for making me watch this movie. And then like, I went through these stages of anger and hatred, and then I realized I blame you, America, for not stopping this movie from being made.
Oh, wait.
All
blaming
those
America
surrounding
now.
this guy and this thing, you should have stopped it. I blame you, America, for this horrid piece of trash.
Hear me out now, okay? Hear me out now.
Okay.
Okay, this guy,
Damon
I forget his
Packard.
name. Anyway.
Johnny.
Somebody dub in the guy's name.
Damon
Yeah,
Packard.
that's
Okay.
what he did this whole movie.
Yeah.
It's all like pirated
That's
shit.
appropriate.
He just steals everything
That's
from
appropriate.
everything. It's like,
well, he shot a lot of it on film. He basically took the trust fund after his mom passed away and blew it all on this movie. Now, do you hate it more?
yes.
Yes. Okay.
My hatred, every moment I'm alive, my hatred for this movie becomes more. Like, the moment of my death, that's the last moment I will have hated this movie the most, that moment when I die.
Now, you actually sat through the
Yeah.
2.5, whatever it is, hours.
Oh, I sat
without,
through it.
And you sat and you didn't fall asleep. You didn't miss
no.
anything. You went to get a beer maybe, but
So
yeah.
I actually...
Maybe you didn't have enough of those beers. Maybe that was the problem.
There's no, production limitations limit how much beer is made per hour in this world, and that inherently inhibits how much beer I would need to watch this movie. And like, if
Okay,
I
well, let me tell you my spin on it. Actually,
Okay,
the first time I watched it, I probably had a couple of beers.
Ah.
I watched it over at my friend's house, and we store in amazement for probably a good half hour.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, look, I can't watch this right now. I've had a long night. Give me a copy.
Okay.
So a couple of months went by, and I said, oh, look at this, Reflections of Evil. This was interesting.
I like evil things. I'll watch this.
Right,
Yeah,
so I put it back in.
Hey, come here. Work out for you.
Well, I finally got all the way to the end. I said, okay, I need to watch it again. So I was not as committed as you. I did not sit and watch it for an entire 2.5 hours.
See, yeah.
But every time I went back to it, I liked it a little bit more. And he's got some interesting camera angles. He's got some really cheesy 80s effects in here. By the way, I think half of it was shot on film. I'm assuming, ran out of money and went back and shot it on Super VHS.
Yes.
Steven Spielberg made some cameos, obviously without his permission. This guy made 20,000 copies of this film. Okay, he was serious. He made 20,000 copies of this film, and he distributed it out throughout Hollywood.
While I wait with bated breath for Quentin Tarantino to do his homage to this movie, I don't really see it going anywhere. You know what I mean?
Well,
like, I don't know.
There's a lot of. I mean, he's basically walking around Hollywood. He's very overweight, very scary. He looks homeless. Okay. There's a lot of homeless people in it. I'm sure he didn't get release forms on any of them. There's a lot of copyrighted footage in it.
Yeah.
I'm sure he
Yeah.
didn't have permission for any of this. This is where the problem with this film is. Okay. What was he thinking? Is he thinking, hey, I'll just use all this stuff from the ABC Movie of the Week, and they'll just think it's fine.
Yeah.
I'll just use this stuff from Universal Studios, and it'll be no problem. I don't know what he was thinking, but he wants to take the time to
It's not
forget it.
distributed.
You can't find this anywhere, folks, okay?
Well, there's 20,000 copies to look on eBay.
yeah,
but
I'm sure
other than
somebody
eBay,
has it somewhere. Are you a fan of
David
David
Lynch.
Lynch at all?
Yeah, I know.
Is
David,
this not Eraserhead-ish?
yeah.
No.
No. See,
What
now-
makes Eraserhead good
okay,
and this bad?
you know what? The one thing I'm speechless. I don't even know what to say about that conversation where you said somebody watched this and somebody thought it was genius.
What
and I was
about
like, genius?
What about the sound? I mean, is it not funny that he dubbed all the voices over? Like he
That's
sees it.
pathetic and sad. Like nothing lines up.
But
nothing lines up. Nothing
is
is
it
like
not, if anything else, amusing to make fun of?
this is beyond making fun of. Like,
It's-
this is almost like
The
it's
fast
not
motion,
even-
the slow motion,
No.
the comical faces he makes. I mean, the guy's
Okay.
overweight. He rolls in the gutter. He throws up. He hits the ground. Blood splatters out. That's not funny.
Nothing. It's got nothing. It has nothing. I'm sorry to be such a downer because usually I'm like a little bit. I'm very like, you know, I understand the medium we're watching, like when we're watching these crazy B movies, but this is like it's not even really like a movie. It's not even like It's just like a random mush of thing.
Well,
You know, there's no ending, there's no beginning, there's no.
you
He ran out of
case you
tape.
haven't
That's the
seen it.
ending. He's
He
like,
ran out
oh,
of-
I'm out of money and there's no more tape. Guess that's the end.
Okay, in summing up, I have to say this, okay? This is way too much effort for what the end result is, okay? This is his,
We can agree on that.
you know, this is obviously this guy's life's work, okay? He's been doing this for a long-ass time, okay?
Yeah, I guess.
And this is what came of it,
Now,
okay?
this was made how long ago?
By the way,
How old is it?
I heard this guy's making another film called Space Disco. He's working on a film right now.
Space Disco.
That's all I know.
You're gonna reflect.
Now I'm afraid to ask, what would you rate this film?
0
on a scale
out
of
of
1 to
a
10.
million.
Zero. Absolute zero. A
Flat line.
2.5 hours you'll never get back.
Right.
Okay. I would rate it based on the budget, based on the shock value, what have you. If you're a film buff, if you're someone that likes unusual film, I give it a 7. I think that if you like crazy stuff, if you want to sit and have a few beers and you know, alter your mind before you watch this, I think you'll be very, very surprised and very entertained. If nothing else, entertained. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
See what I'm talking about.